Okay, we're going to do the same thing with node. So we're going to run brew install node, brew install git, and we're going to type in which git. If you want, essentially, I think the rest of the steps are fairly self-explanatory. You can go through each one of them on your own, but I'm going to explain everything real quick. So again, node comes pre-built in on every single machine, but it's really out of date. So you want to brew install node so that you have the most up-to-date version. Same thing with, it's the same thing with Python. Same thing with Git. Mac OS comes pre-built with Git. We're just going to do brew install Git and then have the homebrew version of that because that's the most up-to-date. And make sure that when you type in which Git, this particular thing shows up. Next, I'm going to do touch git ignore global. I'm going to create a file that's this touch command here called git ignore global. And then I'm going to copy this inside of here, which basically says, reach out to Git and then basically grab all the content and put it inside this particular file. So 3 things: brew install node, brew install Git, which Git, touch this file, copy this, and then we'll pause there. Actually, we're going to pause there because this portion is a little bit more difficult. All right, folks, we're making good time. Let's continue on. All right, so what I want you to do next is follow these steps for setting your Git username for every repository on your computer. So we're going to do git config global username, and then that is your actual name itself. So it's like whatever your name is, Bobby Jones, Jonathan Young. Go ahead and do that. And then when you do git config global user.name, you should get your name that comes out here. Next, I want you to set up the email address that's associated with your GitHub account. So not like, I know some people have like 6 email accounts, the one that you use to sign up or sign into github.com. So you're going to do GitHub git config -- global user.email in quotes the email that you use for github.com. And then just to verify that that is correct, you're going to just run this command git commit git config -- global user.email. Finally, you're going to cache your password. So what's happening is tomorrow we're going to start pushing our code up to GitHub. They're going to prompt you every single time for your username and password unless you do these steps. So you could just ignore me right now and just type in your username and password every time, but it's going to get kind of repetitive. So these first 2 sign up who you are and enter your username, not your actual name. Your username and then the email address that you use to sign up. And then you're going to cache your GitHub password by following these particular, following these steps over here. So that the first time that you push, you're going to sign into GitHub and it's going to keep you logged in at all times so that you can push directly from your computer up to GitHub. Push means just upload. Push your code from your computer up to GitHub. Go ahead and set this up right over here. And then just kind of run through the bash using Homebrew. And once you're done with that, you can take lunch. We'll be back at 1:30. I'm going to stop the recording here, but if you have any issues with anything, please let me know.